Okay, so we're going to learn a little bit different things today. We're going to learn this rule called rational exponent rule, and it's when we have a fraction as an exponent, we can rewrite it as a radical. Okay, so a few things that you have to remember about radicals is that it has a root and it has a radicand. So when we have a base to the fraction exponent, we're going to make it into a radical. So I like to call this the reverse reverse. And if we were in class, I'd make you dance, and it'd be great. But you take the denominator of the fraction, and you loop this around to the top. So it goes in a clock order. I know Miss Karras would teach it as this is the root, that goes in the root, and this is the flower. The flower, it blossoms. So meaning that when I have my radical, at the very beginning of all of this stuff, we had a root that goes right on top of this little guy here. So it's real important that you have to slow down your writing to make sure that this little number stays there. So that is my root, that is my underneath the ground, or my denominator here. And then I write it as my base stays, and m becomes my exponent inside. So that's all we're going to do today, is going to rewrite the radicals. The first set I'm going to show you is when it's going to be a square root only. And then I'm going to show you some other examples. So we're going to do the reverse reverse. We're going to take this 2. We're going to start with a 2. We're going to loop it around to the 1. So this 2 becomes this little root 2, or square root of 2, that's how we get the square part, of 25 to the first power. We can make this look prettier as just rewriting it as radical 25. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to do today, is just rewrite. So I'm going to practice letter B. So I'm going to take the 2, loop it around. Yes, I want to see the loop for now. The square root of a to the first power, or just radical a. This one's a little more unique because we have parentheses here. So with parentheses, you want to make sure that the whole parenthesis set is included. So you're going to loop the whole thing with it. So you're going to get the root 2 again, root 2, and then parentheses 7w to the first power. Well, we can rewrite that root 2 as just the radical 7w to the first. I'm going to leave that in parentheses. I don't need that 1 there. Same thing here. We're going to include that whole parenthesis set. So I'm going to rewrite this on the second line. So root 2 of x plus 1 to the first power, all inside the radical. Okay, you can simplify to that without the radical 2, or without the 2 and without the 1, because anything to the first power is just itself, and then how we write radicals, square roots, is without the 2. Same thing here. Now issue, there's no parentheses. Okay, so you're only taking the thing that's connected to it, so you're going to ignore the 4. You're only going to loop the x. So what ends up happening here, the 4 stays outside, and root 2 of x to the first. I don't like that color, it's smearing. We're going to use green. Okay, so to simplify that, we're going to do 4 square root of x, or 4 radical x. Last one here. 6 plus x to the 1/2. Again, you're not going to include that 6, so what ends up happening, it's going to be 6 plus the second root of x to the first, or 6 plus radical x. Okay,